Why keep a diary? Many ask this question. It would be a mistake to think that only professional athletes keep the diary. Anyone who gets up from the couch for a fit figure will find the diary very useful. Since the path to the best version of yourself is not easy and requires special attention to yourself. Take notes of each session, the number of sets, weight, timing, and how you feel. Everything is recorded that will help you monitor the dynamics of training, analyze your capabilities, and adjust your individual plan. It is not easy to keep all this in your head. The more information in the diary, the better. The diary is your face. The diary is you. Your diary entries will contribute to self-organization, so when you come to the gym you will have a goal that you will clearly see, and you will also know what exercises were done in the last workout. This will help you track the effectiveness of your workouts. You can understand whether you should increase the load or decrease it. First of all, your diary will serve you as a coach who sees everything. And the diary will also be you and a judge who can shame you and maybe praise you for your successes. All this will motivate and support you, and this is important. Where should you start? First, you need to decide where you will keep your records. The traditional way is a notebook in which you enter whatever you see fit. This is the simplest way. It has one drawback, which is the inconvenience of viewing reports and all the entered data. Many will improve this method. They begin to keep a diary in an Excel spreadsheet. Here your exercises are reflected more effectively, and the possibility of a deeper analysis of training is expanded. There is also a second method, a more modern one, which consists in the fact that you start keeping a ready-made diary, that is, you download the application to your phone or computer and use it in any place convenient for you. Of course, this method has a number of advantages, such as a ready-made training plan. You just need to note how many times this or that exercise has been done and its details. Of course, you can add your own exercises by choosing from a large list. On days off from training, you can record any activity, running, bowling, dancing, and calories burned will be recorded. But do not forget that a modern diary in the form of a program is not ideal, since programs and gadgets are inferior to paper in that when you write down everything you do, your brain processes information much better than when using gadgets. The so-called motor memory. Therefore, it is better to record the schedule and content of your workouts by hand. But the choice is yours. You should choose everything for yourself. The main information that should be reflected in your diary should look like this. First, create a training schedule, that is, what days you are going to train and when. You need to know this. A messy visit to the gym leads to the fact that one day laziness will take over. We develop a habit that will drive you to work out even when you don't feel like doing it, and this will happen more than once. Make a preliminary workout plan with reps, and upon completion, put a check mark on the completion, or mark with crosses what you could not complete. Do not forget to include the date and time of your workout. Record your weight and heart rate at the beginning of your workout. Indicate the muscle group you will be working on. Exercise title. Projectile weight, number of repetitions or number of approaches. Rest time between sets. End of workout. Maximum heart rate. Weight at the end of the workout. Notes: was the training hard or light? Were there any injuries? General health. Don't forget to take stock. For example, calculate the amount of work done. This is the total weight lifted for a set or for the entire workout. You can fix the volume per approach, per exercise, per workout. Naturally, the actual amount of work may differ from the plan, but we must try to fulfill the plan. Based on your workout, set goals for your next workout and write everything down in your journal. If you develop the habit of keeping a diary, then after a while, you will see the dynamics of your development. For example, 2 months ago you bench pressed a barbell weighing 45 kilograms 3 times. And now it's 60 times 5 times. If you hadn't kept a training diary, you might not have seen this dynamic. But it is the results of training that stimulate you to engage and grow further. A workout diary will never deceive you, if you are honest with yourself, of course. He will always truthfully show how much you reaped, and when. All pain incidents should be recorded in the exercise diary. For example, suppose you squatted with a certain weight and your knee hurts. It is important to make a note, exactly how you squatted, how many times. When the information is recorded, first of all, you will better remember this event. Secondly, you can always see exactly where your knee let you down and do the dangerous exercise more carefully. There are times when an athlete pulls or even tears. A competent mark will help him, after recovery, begin a full-fledged rehabilitation and not repeat his mistakes. Previous workout history will be helpful for weight selection. With the diary, you can always start training after long breaks. With a diary available, you are not afraid to leave for a long break. Yes, you will lose shape a little, but you can quickly regain it. You don't have to think about what to do in the first lesson, how to change the program. Your training regimen is already formed and clearly marked on paper. A table is one of the most convenient ways to display information. Everything is clear and simple. It also saves space. Here's an example. The first day of training is located on one sheet and is scheduled 4 to 5 weeks in advance. As a rule, trainings are planned for a week and classes are designated first day, second day. The table will show the progression of working weights or the number of repetitions in the exercises that you do on a particular day. The classic training scheme is 3 days. Each day can thus be placed on one page. Not the most convenient option, each workout is on a separate sheet. More convenient is to write everything down to a table. The most useless option is simply a list of exercises written on a separate sheet of paper. This is exactly what people do most often who do not understand all the charms of a particular plan. Remember, many years will pass, and this old notebook or diary will help you remember how it was and gain strength to keep yourself in shape. And this is an indisputable fact.